Welcome to the Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where every cup tells a story, and every story starts with a sip. Join us on a journey of adventure, camaraderie, and of course, the finest brews, served hot and steeped in mystery. From dragons to ancient legends, we're brewing up more than just coffee. Today's tale begins as a storm settles over the Crossroads and Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern learns the difference between shelter and refuge. With snow on the windows, warmth in the hearth, and the quiet understanding that no one will be leaving the tavern anytime soon. Now, grab your mug, settle in, and get ready for the next chapter in our brewing saga. Season 2, Episode 5, Snowbound at the Crossroads. Snow does not fall gently tonight. It presses. It piles. It claims. By the time morning reaches the crossroads, what little morning can, the world beyond the tavern has vanished beneath a white silence so deep even sound seems unsure whether it's allowed to exist. Inside Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, warmth holds, but barely. Firelight flickers against timber beams as snow creeps halfway up the windows, muting the outside world into a pale blur. The crossroads are gone.
That's not right.
Java stands behind the bar, mug halfway through its usual morning pour, staring not at his cups, but at the window that should be glowing with dawn. It isn't.
The light should have hit the east window by now. Even on cloudy days, that's snow. That's a lot of snow.
Oh, wait, let me see.
A small red and gold dragon scrambles up onto a stool, presses his face directly against the glass, and immediately leaves a dragon-shaped smear in the frost.
Oh wow. Java, the snow is right there. Like right there. I could almost taste it.
Do not lick the window.
I said almost.
From a nearby table, Braticus Aurelius rises, stretching like a man who believes every problem can be solved by standing up first.
Storms happen. I'll just take a look outside.
No, don't.
I didn't even touch the door yet.
And you won't, right?
Braticus does, unfortunately, touch the door. The door opens exactly one hand's width before gravity, physics, and poor decisions combine to dump a cascade of snow directly onto the tavern floor.
Get the mop.
In my defense.
Mop.
As Braticus retreats to gather the mop, Patches steps forward, ears twitching, eyes sharp. She scans the room, not for danger, but for numbers.
All right. Who's here? How many? Patrons included.
You think we're stuck?
I think pretending we're not won't make it less true.
Near the hearth, Fate's skull has not moved. She watches the snow through a different window, fingers resting lightly against her staff. Her gaze isn't concerned, but it is focused.
This storm didn't simply arrive.
What does that mean?
It settled.
The fire crackles. The tavern creaks softly as snow presses against wood and stone alike. Java exhales, sets the unfinished mug down, and straightens.
All right. No panic. We have heat. We have drinks. We have food.
And spices.
Moderate spices.
Actually, we have moderate and hot.
Outside, the wind howls once, long and low, then quiets, as if satisfied it's been heard. Inside, the tavern breathes. And somewhere between the firelight and the frost-lined windows, Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern realizes it will be holding its guests a little longer than planned. The first hour passes easily. Snow still falls, but it does so politely now, thick flakes drifting past the windows like they've been invited to watch rather than intrude. Inside the tavern, boots dry near the hearth, cloaks come off, and the initial shock of being snowbound softens into something almost pleasant. Almost.
All right. Since the world has decided we're not going anywhere, I'm declaring a snowbound special.
Java moves with renewed purpose behind the bar, the familiar rhythm of brewing settling him, and, by extension, everyone else.
Warming blends, calming teas, cider with just enough spice to remind you you're alive.
I heard spice and I am ready.
You are ready to observe.
Nyved sits on the counter, tail flicking, watching Java work with a critical eye that suggests several improvements no one asked for.
If we lean into heat retention, a little cinnamon.
No. I don't think so.
Clove?
Maybe.
At the center of the tavern, Braticus has pushed 2 tables together and slammed a tankard down with theatrical enthusiasm.
All right. Snow rules apply. Dice games, arm wrestling, or storytelling. Winner gets bragging rights and first pick of the good seats near the fire.
You mean your seat?
Which is, objectively, the best seat.
Patches watches the gathering patrons with narrowed eyes, already anticipating raised voices, spilled drinks, and the very specific type of chaos Braticus excels at producing.
No broken furniture. No shouting matches. And if anyone starts swinging fists, I will sedate you.
With love?
With efficiency.
Laughter breaks out easy, unforced. The storm is forgotten for a moment. Dice roll. Tankards clink. A pair of travelers argue about whether the Crossroads was ever really there to begin with. Near the windows, Fate watches the snow continue to fall, her reflection faintly visible in the glass.
It's thickening.
Storms do that, don't they?
Not like this.
Java pauses, then deliberately finishes the brew he's working on before turning.
Then we treat it like any guest who overstays their welcome. We keep everyone comfortable and wait it out, right?
I could make a spice blend called Overstayed Welcome.
Maybe work on the name.
As mugs are passed around, shoulders loosen. A group begins a storytelling contest. Tales of near misses, lucky breaks, and questionable heroics grow taller with every retelling. Braticus wins the first round loudly.
And that's when I punch the boar.
The fire pops. The snow presses higher against the glass, unnoticed. For now, the tavern hums with warmth and motion, full of people convinced this is just an unexpected pause. Outside, the storm listens. Time becomes unclear. Not because the clocks stop working, because no one checks them anymore. The fire has been fed twice. The Snowbound special has been brewed 3 times. Outside, the snow has not changed. Inside, everything has.
All right, last call for the calming blend.
You said that earlier.
I said this batch was the last one.
Which batch is this?
The third.
Nyved blinks, then slowly looks at the spice rack. It has been reorganized. Twice.
Someone moved the nutmeg.
You moved the nutmeg.
Yes, but not there.
At the center tables, the dice game has stalled. No one remembers whose turn it is.
I rolled a 6.
You say that every time.
Because it keeps happening.
Statistically.
Miracles happen.
A patron laughs too loudly. Another sighs too sharply. Chairs scrape. The same story begins again, word for word. Fate shifts in her seat.
We're looping.
We're what?
Conversations. Movements. Choices. Everyone's walking the same paths.
Java frowns, glances around the tavern. He sees it now, the same route from hearth to bar. The same joke. The same spill wiped up for the 3rd time in the same spot.
All right. That's enough dice.
I was winning.
You've been winning for an hour.
Consistency is a virtue.
Braticus stands, cracks his knuckles.
All right. New game. Silent hour.
Wait. What?
No talking. First person to speak loses.
I like this game. I'll be the moderator.
Silence descends. Not the comfortable kind. The fire suddenly sounds too loud. Cups clink awkwardly. Someone coughs and freezes, eyes wide, waiting for judgment. Nyved wiggles, but says nothing.
That was close.
Nyved crosses his arms and sulks. Java busies himself behind the bar, brewing out of order, tea leaves in the wrong jar, water heated too long. Across the room, Fate rises.
This isn't the storm's fault. It's reflecting.
She moves a chair, just a few inches. The scrape echoes louder than expected. Something loosens.
All right. Silent hour is done.
I didn't even get to win.
You would have.
Patches exhales, rubbing the bridge of her nose.
We need to do something. Not compete. Not pace. Something different.
I could cook
Together?
together.
Outside, the snow presses higher, just past the midpoint of the windows now. Inside, the tavern waits. The storm does not howl. It does not rage. It simply remains. And remaining, it asks a question no one has quite answered yet. Let's take a quick break to hear from our sponsors.
Adventurers, travelers, and coffee lovers alike. Welcome to Dungeon Brew Coffee. Whether you crave the boldest brew, a magical chai, or a sweet spice cider, we've got something to fuel every quest. Sip it at home with our online blends, or catch us live at events across Virginia, and soon in West Virginia and North Carolina, as we bring the tavern experience straight to you. And here's a little extra loot for your journeys. Keep your lemonade cup and bring it back to any event we're at and save $1 on your refill. That's one more treasure for your pocket. So, whether you're chasing dragons or deadlines, make Dungeon Brew Coffee your first stop, because every great day begins with a magical cup in hand.
And now, back to our show. The change does not come all at once. It arrives in small, deliberate choices. A chair turned at a new angle. A candle lit where there wasn't one before. The fire banked lower, not to fight the cold, but to listen to it.
All right. New rule.
Java sets down his kettle, not behind the bar, but on it.
No winners. No score. No last call. We make things together, or we don't make them at all.
I don't know how to exist without winning.
Then this will be good for you.
Java brings out a wide bowl, steam curling gently upward. Nyved hops down beside him, already sorting spices, but slower now. Thoughtful.
This one's not about heat.
Good.
It's about staying.
Nyved adds a pinch, then stops.
No. Someone else should.
He looks around, expectant, stopping at Patches.
Fine. This is for grounding.
Patches adds dried apple, crushing it slightly between her fingers before dropping it in. Braticus steps up next, solemn in a way that surprises everyone.
Honey,
That's actually appropriate.
Fate waits until last. She does not add anything. She simply stirs once. The blizzard brew, if it can be called that, does not hiss or glow. It smells like hearth smoke, winter fruit, and something patient. Java pours it carefully. Elsewhere in the tavern, candles are rearranged. Patrons hold their hands up to the walls, watching shadows stretch and twist into shapes. A wolf. A road. A crossroads sign half buried in snow.
Was it always like that?
It depends on how long you look.
Braticus dims the lanterns and grins.
shadow games. No words. Just shapes.
I can do flames.
Small ones.
Tiny flickers of dragon fire dance against the wall, casting living silhouettes. Laughter returns, quieter now, steadier. Someone falls asleep mid-story and no one corrects them. At the windows, the snow no longer presses. It rests. The line where white meets glass glows faintly under moonlight, though no one remembers the moon rising.
How does it taste?
Java watches as the first patron sips the blizzard brew.
Like I don't need to hurry.
That seems to be enough. Nyved scribbles a note on a scrap of parchment, then pauses, and adds a second line.
Version 10 can wait.
Fate stands near the door, not touching it, just acknowledging its presence.
Some storms test your strength. Others test your patience.
The fire burns low. The tavern hums, not with noise, but with balance. Outside, the blizzard remains. Inside, Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern remembers what it was built to do. Night settles, not suddenly, but with the careful patience of something that knows it will not be hurried. The fire has burned down to embers, glowing soft and red like a heartbeat. Blankets have appeared without anyone remembering who brought them out. The tavern creaks, not in protest, but in rest. Outside, the blizzard does not end. It pauses. Snow presses against the windows, higher now, but lighter somehow, as if it has finished proving its point. Java moves quietly behind the bar, pouring a final round. This one is different. No spice-forward warmth. No sharp edges. Just comfort.
This one's for sleeping. Or thinking. Or not thinking at all.
Mugs are accepted with nods instead of thanks. Nyved curls his tail closer around himself, staring into his cup.
I always want to fix things faster. Like if I don't improve it right away, I failed.
Some things don't want improving. They want company.
Braticus sits cross-legged on the floor near the hearth, unusually still.
I don't mind being stuck. I mind not knowing how long.
That's the hard part.
Patches adjusts a blanket around a dozing patron, movements gentle, practiced.
But no one's worse off for being warm while they wait.
Fate stands near the window, moonlight catching in her hair as she watches the snow glow faintly beyond the glass.
The Crossroads disappeared for a reason,
What reason?
so no one could choose to leave.
Silence follows, not heavy, not tense. Understanding. Outside, the wind exhales. Not a howl. Not a roar. A breath. The snow shifts, just slightly, sliding away from one window enough for starlight to peek through.
It's listening?
Of course. Don't they all?
Java extinguishes the last lantern, leaving only firelight and moon glow.
We'll open the doors when the storm decides we're ready.
One by one, voices fade. Sleep claims chairs, floors, and hearthside nooks alike. The tavern holds them all. The Crossroads remains buried beneath the snow, but not every journey requires a step forward. Some only ask that you stay. And in the warmth of Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, staying is enough.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Yeah. And maybe drop a comment. It's like getting something in the mail. Gotta love getting some mail from your friends, right?
Maybe they don't like us, Nyved. You shouldn't expect everyone to like us.
Not like us? Inconceivable. Who doesn't like a team as amazing as us? Or baby dragons at the very least.
We must let them decide. We can only play our part. And hope.
The fire is low, the mugs are empty, and tonight's tale has come to an end. But the journey is far from over. Thank you for gathering with us at Dungeon Brew Coffee Tavern, where adventure brews with every sip. Join us next time as new challenges arise, mysteries deepen, and the magic of the tavern unfolds. If you enjoyed this taste of adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. We'll save a seat for you at the tavern. See you soon.